Might as well start again. Might as well squeeze one in while we're at it. Another real world observation. Just for nostalgic purposes. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Papa T back again. Alright. I'm gonna share some thoughts with you. But first, before we get into it, don't forget to always keep your eyes on the prize, the reflection. Before we get into it, this might be a good moment to do a minute of silence for truth.
Prochaine station, Sherbrooke.
I do the same thing with my son. Eu faço a mesma coisa com meu miúdo, com meu filho. That's what it's all about. You're visiting Montreal?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
You're the Montrealer?
Yes.
You're the auntie showing them around?
Yeah. Station Sherbrooke.
Enjoy. Bon dia. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you gotta break the moment, a minute of silence. Okay, we're gonna get back into it, okay? Hello, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me today. And before we get into it, if we could all just take a minute of truth. Too loud, too loud. Carrying too many things at the same time. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. A minute of silence for truth. Holy smokes, established. We didn't know you could skateboard. Listen, it's been years. See if I... It's been years. And since I picked up... And since I picked up a board for bitsy, I keep it with me when I droppeth him offeth at schooleth. So, quick smoke. Gotta catch the next bus. God. People to see, places to do. Literally. So, everybody's an expert, right? Everybody's an expert. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody makes suggestions. Can I give you some advice? Make a sign and put it on my wall saying, "No free advice." You want to give advice? Put $1 in the jar. Okay. So, as you know, I make these videos primarily for myself as a introspection of the external of all of this. So I internalize it and then I put it out, kind of to give myself little clues later on down the line. You've laid the clues first, and then down the line you go back and you say, "Oh yeah, I get it now. That's why that was what it was when it was. It needed to be in its time for me to get to where I am today." I was listening to a friend of the channel's, True Love, popped into her live stream for a little bit, and almost verbatim she was conveying the same thoughts or suggested modus operandi to follow. And I always say, or I have been saying recently, it's behavioral correction, thought correction, attitude correction. Not only internally, but externally too. So your world is crumbling around you. What you thought you had is not no more. And how are you gonna look forward? Go forward. How are you gonna proceed henceforth? After the fact, right? And that any event in itself, the event itself is neutral. This is what true love was trying to convey, of which I have reiterated, in other words, in the past and thought of and concluded myself. So any event is neutral, no matter how traumatic or bad it may be. It's the interpretation or the actions taken henceforth after the fact that determine its where it lies on the spectrum. Okay, so from something, to give an example, from a losing of a job because you were able to find other forms of, I don't use the term employment, but livelihood, other avenues of livelihood, because of course we can't escape the fact that you gotta pay rent. Hydro-Quebec, even though it's the cheapest in North America, ain't free unless you declare being really broke. I found this out. If you're really broke, really poor, way below the poverty line, haven't checked recently where that line stands, then you can get as low of a hydro bill per month as $25 a month. You just gotta, show the welfare stubs, I guess. Anywho, Can't escape the matrix. You're a part of it. And it's where your attitude lies. It's where your attitude lies. What is your attitude? And how does it shape your very own existence and consequently the existence of those around you in your existence? We create our own reality, ultimately. We choose to see or not see, or participate or not participate in what we choose to see. But why it's an effort in behavioral correction, starting with the self, is that upon reflection you look back, in retrospect you look back and say, okay, that's how I was. That was the result of how I was, my thoughts, my actions at that time, and I have since then changed my actions or aligned my thoughts with a more positive direction which guide my actions. And these are the results, whatever they may be. I'll get run over, eh? Very hard to have a skateboard tucked under your arm and drinking a coffee and holding a mobile device. So yeah. When we look back and we think about all the things that transpired, that happened around us, mostly without any control of us. These are all external factors that are bestowed upon us, and we are then, as I say, tested in our ability to cope, to deal, and to overcome whatever hardships they may be. And I always go back to circa 2001. I was emceeing a dance event, and for dance school in the West Island. And at one point, one of the owners of the school came out and gave a speech that went, hey, nice. Oh, oscillating saw, eh? Let's check it out. Beautiful property. A ton of beautiful properties along this little stretch. So she said, logement alloué 8.5. Okay, I'm gonna do this just for shits and giggles. I gotta see what a 8.5 looks like. 514-867-4013. Fermé, meublé, parking. 4 rooms. 8.5 with 4 rooms? Yowzers. Okay, let's take a look. One day, we'll call him back. So, forget the lady's name, but she said, life is 10% what happens to us, ergo the external implications, and 90% our attitude in dealing that we hold in dealing with those the 10% of the external, right? So something traumatic happens and you're able to overcome it by correcting your own perception of the matter. So I think I'm gonna end it here. If there's anything else you would like me to touch upon, expound upon, you have a few minutes to send your requests in. I'm gonna take a moment to take it in. You know, we're doing some time reverse traveling, so you're gonna watch this now, send me a thought, and I'm gonna harness that thought from the ether in the future, here right now. Barb tar box. It's not nice, eh? It's really not nice. However, 13 years in, I'm working on a body of work entitled 1001 Psyops that exposes the cigarette psyop hoax. In a nutshell, if you're a smoker, enjoy your cigarette. The worst thing you can do as a smoker is, with every puff that you take, think to yourself, oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. I really need to stop. I really need to stop. Everything in its time, I guess. But for now, enjoy your smoke. Perhaps you're having a smoke right now. Going, you're right, established 1983. I am gonna enjoy this smoke. And all those people that keep busting my balls to quit, I'm gonna tell them next time. You have not been authorized to be concerned with how many cigarettes I smoke. Therefore, please cease to do so. To concern yourself. Cease to concern yourself. This place right here apparently is makes a mean breakfast. Since I'm still on a heavy diet of sun gazing, I have yet to check it out. So, on that note, in that tone, another banga, as they say. Baby, calm down. Calm down. Alright, I'll see you soon. Sooner than you know it. Until that time comes, bonjour, good day.